All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the High Button Sports live stream. My name is Theo Yatcher. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And boy, oh boy, it's the Montreal Meltdown here on a lovely Friday morning here in beautiful Montreal, Quebec at the Pierre Font Sportsplex. Champions prospects taking on the Bulldogs Viola here in the 2017 division. Starting in between the pipes for the Bulldogs is going to be Bryce Bonello, and for the Champions prospects, it's going to be Felix Lemay. Both great goalies here for these two teams, and looks like we are almost underway. We're going to take a short break, however, till puck drop. Thanks, guys. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we'll be now underway here between the Bulldogs and the Champions prospects, as the Bulldogs are in the yellow and then the Champions prospects in the blue. So this one should be a great one, folks. Here is now Mitchell with possession here for the Bulldogs. Stretches the pass, nice cross-ice feed now to see Bauer. Bauer wants to keep that one in and does, but that one got broken up. So now Champions trying to come back the other way with some speed. Here is number 97, Ferguson. Look at him go. He turns on the chest. Try to dish that one up on the left side, but it gets broken up, and that's just going to be safely covered up there by Bryce Bonello. As we got some cheerleaders here for the Bulldogs side. Keeping the Bulldogs hyped up maybe all game here. So face-off going to be on the right side of Bonello. So 11:30 now left to go as we are 30 seconds into this first period. As remember, folks, that all the periods, two of the periods, will be 12 minutes, and the third period will be 15. So now Bulldogs trying to come back the other way. That one gets broken up. So now that one gets sent in. So now Bonello on the forecheck here. Now Wilson with a good stick to keep that puck in. Wilson, big body forward, loves to get in the mix of things, and he tried to play that one on net. That one gets sent away there by LeMay, and that one gets sent all the way down the ice. So we are just a minute 9 seconds in. Champions icing call there. So face-off going to be on the right side here of Felix LeMay. So Beauchamp going to take the draw here for Champions against Bauer. So Bauer wins it as it's on his stick. He tries to get a shot off. That one gets blocked. Another chance for Tays. That one gets steered aside. So now Bauer tries to play that one on net. That one gets broken up. So now Champions prospects struggling to get this puck out. As now here is Beauchamp. Sends that one up to Desroches. Desroches now back up on the far side to his winger. Now here comes Champions as they just play it safe and get that puck in deep. Now Beauchamp tries to keep that puck in, but that puck jumps out. So now we come back the other way. Here is Bauer now, but good stick there from the defenseman Savoie to keep him on the outside. So now Champions trying to come back the other way. As now Gibbo. Oh, that could be a too many men call against the Champions, but no call there from the ref. Got away with that one. But now here is Tay. Tay hitting the brakes, looking for his options. Takes a bump there from Savoie, and Savoie wins that battle. So now he has the chance to get this one out. He makes a nice pass to Martin. Nice outlet pass, so he wants to go for a little skate. Sends it up now to Ferguson. Ferguson want to go for a little skate here. Ferguson tries to play that one in front. Here's a chance. Oh, nice save there from Bonello. His best save of the morning so far. Wow, what a big time stop that was. And now we come back the other way. Cox plays that up to Wiles. Wiles now is the shot on. That one gets steered aside. Another chance behind the net. Now chance out for Lee. He couldn't bang that one home. Good couple saves from both sides of the ice. So now we come back. Here is Martin now. Martin trying to get a shot off. That one gets blocked. So now here is a chance now for Mitchell. Mitchell now want to go for a little skate. He tries to play that one in front. Oh, nice defensive play there from the centerman Ferguson to steer that one aside. Close chance there for the Bulldogs to open up the scoring. So now here is Lee. Plays that one in front. That one gets broken up. Now Kelly has the chance to get this puck out. He sends that one cross ice now to Richard. Richard now want to go for a little skate. He opens up, shot on. That one just goes wide. Close chance there for the Champions. But now that puck comes out. Here is Kelly now. He wants to go for a little skate. Kelly plays that one up on the left side. Has Dunaville to the right of him. Couldn't quite see him, but now Richard plays that one back up to the point. Point shot there. Nice glove save there from Bonello. 8:09 now left to go in this first period. Bonello making some big time saves here for the Bulldogs. So face off on the right side here of Bonello. Beauchamp going to take the draw for Champions. So face-off one there by the Bulldogs as here comes Bauer. He tries to split the D. Look at him go. The centerman trying to open up the scoring. Oh, just wide. Close chance there for Bauer as this game still remains scoreless. Wow, what a great chance that was. But now Beauchamp holds on to it. The centerman shot on. That one saved there by Bonello. And now Savoie holds the blue line. He creeps down low. Try to play it back door. Nice save there from Bonello once again. Save after save here from Bonello. So face off going to be on the left side here of Bonello. As it looks like Ferguson's line's now out there for Champions. As now Bulldogs win that draw. They try to get up ice. That one gets broken up. Now Quenville keeps that one in. Now Ferguson. Ferguson now back up top to the point. Now to Savoie. Savoie with the shot. That one gets blocked. So now here comes Toronto the other way. Tay plays that one up ice. That one gets broken up. So Savoie with some time here for Champions. He sends that one up on the right side of the centerman Ferguson. Ferguson with the blast. Shot on. That one gets blocked there by the D-man, number 81. I believe that was Mitchell. But either way, huge block there as that one looked like it stung. So that was Mitchell. Yes, it was. I was right the first time with that block. So now here comes Champions coming back the other way. That one gets sent to Martin. Now Ferguson want to go for a little skate. Ferguson gets that one on Bonello, and he's just going to cover things up. Oh, as the ref blew it dead, but Ferguson didn't hear it. So he trying to put that one home. So 6:38 now left to go in this first period. Face-off going to be on the left side now of Bonello. As Kelly's going to take the draw here. So face-off one there by Champions. Here is Preve as he couldn't quite get a shot off. That one got broken up by Cox, but now here's a partial 3-on-1. Now here's a shot on. Nice play in front. Oh, nice save from Bonello. How did that one stay out? Great save from Bonello, and there's going to be a penalty coming up against the Champions after all that. What a great feed in front, but Bonello making the save there at the doorstep. So it's going to be a slashing call here. And in the box, it's going to be Richard. So big power play here for the Bulldogs. So they have a huge chance to open up the scoring. So Bauer's going to take the draw here for the Bulldogs. As he loses that one against Kelly. But now Mitchell tries to keep it in, couldn't do so, so he has to come back and collect it. So now Destrosh trying to be the first one on it. That one gets broken up. So now Bulldogs come up with it. Here is Bauer. He lost that one. So now here is Kelly now driving wide, right side on the backhand. That one hits the side of the net. Close chance there for Champions. And Kelly to open up the scoring shorthanded. But now Mitchell with some time. He wants to go for a little skate as he has some ice in front of him. Now battle alongside Desrush. Mitchell still holds on to it. Now back in the corner, getting bumped along the wall. Now Kelly rims that one around the wall. As Champions Prospects had a chance to clear it, couldn't do so. So now back in the corner. As Kelly sends that one up to his winger, and that puck jumps out. 40 seconds now left to go in the Toronto Bulldogs power play. Great kill so far for the boys in blue. Now, that one gets sent all the way down, and Pedersen try to collect it, but it's going to be an icing call either way. So, face-off going to be on the left side here of Bonello. Or right side, excuse me. So 5:10 now left to go in this first period. Ferguson now going to take the draw here for Champions. So face-off one there. So they're both tied up. But now Bulldogs finally with possession. 20 seconds left to go in their power play. So they send that one up ice. That one gets poked. Now Wilson. He gets that one tied up, so now Ferguson collects that pass up on the right side, makes a nice little move, still in tight, but that one gets broken up. Great little move there by Ferguson, but couldn't quite bang that one home. So now Bulldogs couldn't quite capitalize on the power play as we are back to 5-on-5. 4:35 left to go in this first period. As now Quenville, as that puck jumps out in the bench there, so we're getting another whistle. 4:31 now left to go in this first period. Face-off going to be on the outside of Champions end as Bauer's going to take the draw. As linesman telling the players to back up. Face-off one there by the Bulldogs, but Champions trying to come back the other way. Beauchamp lost that battle against Bauer. Here is Bauer now, one-on-one. Bauer with a move, and that one just goes wide. Bauer has been all over the ice so far in this first period, making a ton of good looks. Just can't buy a goal. As now that one gets sent along the strong side. Champions trying to get it out, and they do. So now here is Ferguson. Beauchamp. Beauchamp driving wide, hits the brakes, tries to find a trailer. Makes a nice little move around Mitchell, but Mitchell gets that puck back and he rims it around the wall. So now he gets that pass back behind his own net. Scary chance in front. Oh, almost got collected there by a Champions player. But now Savoie trying to play that one backdoor, gets broken up. Now Malay tries to keep that puck in, but jumps out, so Savoie has to come and collect it. But Bauer takes it away. Now Bauer for the second time on the breakaway, trying to open up the scoring. Oh, just wide. Nice play there from Felix Lemay to keep this a scoreless hockey game with 3:15 now left to go. Wow, Bauer just can't buy a goal. As now Kelly gets this one back on the backhand. He hits the brakes. Finds his winger. Now here is Desrush. He couldn't quite get a shot off. Now Bulldogs trying to get up ice. That one got broken up. So now Desrush with a shot on. Nice save there from Bonello. So Bryce Bonello making some big time stops for the Bulldogs as well. Face-off going to be on the left side of him. 2:54 now left to go. As now here is Jackson for the Bulldogs. He rims that one around the wall, but no one's there, so kept in there by Malay. Now that one gets sent back down low. Here's Jackson. Couldn't quite get it out. Scott keeps it in. Now here's a chance now for Kelly. He turns it over. Now Tay trying to collect that puck out. Now Malay does a good job keeping that puck in. A little bit of back and forth action here in the Bulldogs end. No one can possess it. But now Jackson, with some times, he holds on to it. Cross-ice feed. Now here is Wiles. Wiles couldn't quite get that puck in deep as Champions steer that one aside. So the Moncton boys coming back the other way. Here's a shot on, and that one's saved there by Bryce Bonello. So mostly the boys from Champions squad are from either Moncton or Dieppe. Pretty close together. So face-off going to be on the right side here. Bonello, Ferguson going to take the draw. Face-off won there by the Bulldogs, as now they try to get this puck out, and they do. As he blew a tire, one of the wingers hit his head there, the puck, but it looks like he's all right as he was falling down, was Wilson. Now Wilson gets it back. He tried to play that one cross ice, but he fans on it, so now Stevenson with it. Stevenson, the defenseman, tried to send that one cross ice. That one got broken up, so now Richard wanted to go for a little skate. Richard still holds on to it, makes a nice little move on his backhand. He couldn't quite get it out, so now Cox coming back the other way. That gets broken up. So now Cox gets it back at top of the blue line. Now passes that one up to Mitchell. Mitchell makes a nice little move, but Richard, great defensive play there to keep him on the outside. Now Bauer plays that up to Cox. He chips that one out. So that one gets sent right back in deep. As there's some pushing and shoving in the corner there with Millet and Cox. But now here comes Ferguson back the other way. Has Beauchamp to the left of him. Ferguson trying to play it to Beauchamp, but that one gets broken up. Now Cox trying to get this puck out, but can't do so. Now Lee sends that puck out. So now here is Hanley now. Hanley, the defenseman. Want to go for a little skate here. He still has some time. He sends that one up ice. Now 23 seconds left to go in this first period. Here is Wilson for the Bulldogs. Wilson with a shot on. That one just goes wide. Now Lee rims that one down low. So it looks like still 5 seconds left to go, but that will basically do it here, as there's an icing call ready to happen here, but it's gonna expire. So second period set to begin here in just a couple minutes. Theo Yatcher with High Button Sports. This game remains scoreless. All right, folks, welcome back for second period action here between the Bulldogs and the Champions Prospects, as we still remain scoreless here. What will the second period bring us? As the first period was brought with intensity, going back and forth. Bauer for the Bulldogs getting a lot of good looks 2 times on the breakaway, but Felix Lemay says absolutely not. We're going to keep this game a scoreless hockey game here, so we'll see what happens here in the second. As Lee getting battled there with Martinez on the draw there, but now Champions Prospects with some time as Quenville tried to play it back up to Ferguson. That one got broken up. So now here is Pedersen with some time. He holds onto it, getting pressure there by Wiles. So Pedersen, nice DDD pass. Now that one gets sent cross ice, and that one gets sent all the way down the ice, and this is going to be an icing call against Champions. So icing against Scott and the Champions. Face off going to be on the left side here of Felix Lemay. So face off one there by Champions as they send that one up ice. So now here comes Kelly for Champions as he wants to go for a little skate. Kelly driving wide on the right side. Shot on, scores! Kelly and the Champions prospects open up the scoring. Less than 50 seconds into the second period. What a nice goal there from Kelly, the forward, driving right side, walked in, made no mistake, beating Bonello, low blocker. What a nice goal. As just 49 seconds into this one, UNM Champions prospects make it 1-0 thanks to Kelly there. What a fantastic goal. So you know what they say, folks, that first goal always the most important. As Kelly and the rest of the New Brunswick boys have some momentum now, as now here they are as they're trying to get this puck out. Richard sends that one back up here to Desroche. Desroche tried to see Kelly, but he went for a change, so fresh legs now out here for the Champions prospects. As now Stevenson plays that one up ice now to his winger, but he couldn't quite connect with that pass, and that's going to be an icing call against Toronto. So 10:27 now left to go in this second period. Face-off going to be on the right side here. Bryce Bonello, who's been playing absolutely wicked for the Bulldogs team. Not much he could do about that Kelly goal. It's a great shot, to say the least. So Ferguson going to take the draw here for Champions. So face-off one there by the Bulldogs as they want to go for a little skate here. As that one gets sent up. Now Cox couldn't receive that, so here's Scott now. He sends that up to Beauchamp, but a little too much mustard on that pass as that one gets sent all the way down the ice. No icing, says the linesman, letting the boys play here. As that gets sent D-to-D here for Champions, but that pass got broken up, so Scott has to regroup in his own end. Scott makes a beautiful pass up ice now to Ferguson. Ferguson now 1 against 2. Shot on, that one gets blocked there. Nice block from the defenseman. But now that one gets run around the wall to Cox. He has some time to make a play. Cross ice feed down to see Wilson. Wilson now want to go for a little skate. Wilson trying to play that one in front. Now Lee helps him out, try to play it in the slot there, but good defensive play there from Ferguson to intercept that one. Now Prive try to get that puck out, kept in there at the blue line by Lee. Now here is Cox, try to get a shot up, but Prive breaks that one up. Prive try to chip that one up ice, but won there by Lee. 2-on-2 now. Here is Cox. Cox now gonna go around the net, wraparound chance, a nice save there from LeMay as he's gonna cover that one up as there's some pushing and shoving after the whistle here, and things are heating up in this meltdown game here as both teams start not to like each other here, as Beauchamp looks like he's going to go to the box, so Cox is also going to go for the Bulldogs. So Cox and Beauchamp both going to go. It's still going to be 5-on-5 here. So 9:05 left to go in this second period. Oh, excuse me, not Beauchamp. It's going to be Ferguson. My apologies, folks. So face-off going to be on the left side here of Felix Lemay. So it is 5-on-5, so Champions prospects need another player out there, and they get one. It's Martin. So So Bulldogs try to keep it in. Kept in there by Stevenson. Shot on. Oh, how did that one stay out? Close chance there for the Bulldogs to tie things up after a weird bounce in front, and that one just trickled just wide. So now that one gets, as there is a player down here for Champions Prospects, as he got slashed in the back of the leg, but no call from the ref, and the player is still down. So can't quite see who it is. I believe it could be Scott, the defenseman, who got slashed in the back of the leg there. But he's getting some help there from his teammates. And it looks like he's all good. So hopefully Scott is okay. I'll keep you guys updated if he returns back to the lineup. So definitely would be a big loss without him in the lineup. Excuse me. That is for certain. So face-off still going to be inside the Toronto end with 8:35 left to go in this second period, folks. 1-0. Champions Prospects lead thanks to Kelly with that fantastic goal. So face-off going to be taken here by Bauer. So Bauer, and it looks like Beauchamp going to take the draw against each other. Refs having a little discussion here, not too sure what about, but either way, looks like we are all settled here. So Bauer, he gets tied up there in the corner by Pettersson. Now behind the net, here is Savoie. He tried to get that one in front. That one gets broken up, so now we come back the other way. Here's a chance now for Quilleville. Quilleville with a shot on. Nice save there from Bryson. Bryson Bonello with a big-time stop. Now Pettersson tries to keep that puck in and does. Now here's Kelly, the lone goal scorer here for Champions Prospects. Sends that one cross ice. That one hit a body, but he gets it back. Now plays it back up on the point to Savoie. Now down low, shot on. Oh, just wide there for Champions. But now Pettersson with the blast. That one gets blocked. So now Mitchell wants to go for a little skate here for the Bulldogs. He gets that one turned over there by Desroche. Desroche now with a good back check. He wants to go on the attack, but that one gets intercepted. His D-man helping him out though. So Pettersson sends it right back in deep. So now Mitchell rims that one around the wall to Miles. Now, here's a chance now for Millet. Millet with the blast. That one gets blocked there by Stevenson. The D-man putting the body on the line here at the Meltdown. Now Desroche playing it in front. No one could bury that one. Millet gets it back on the point. Shot there. Oh, it's off the post. How did that one stay out? Weird bounce in front again. This time on the Bulldogs side, but just went off the post. So Bonello has to thank his best friend, the pipe, keeping this a 1-0 game. As now, here is Privy. Priv got tripped up there by Bonello, and that's going to be a tripping call against the Bulldogs. So Champions Prospects are going to go on the power play here again. So 6:52 now left to go in this second period. And Bonello, number 19, the winger, not sure if Bryce and him are related, but either way, he's going to go in the box. So Champions Prospects on the power play here. Ferguson going to take the draw against Lee. As Champions Prospects win the draw, here is Kelly. Plays that one along the wall, down low to Ferguson. As Kelly tries to keep that puck in. Lee can't quite get it out, and Kelly keeps it in. Kelly now with a shot on. Nice save, rebound chance, and they score! Quenneville makes it 2-0 Champions Prospects with 6:31 left to go, and Kelly gets his second point of the day. So it all started with a point shot there from Kelly, and Bryce Bonello had a hard time covering it up, and then Quenneville banging it home on the rebound. So 2-0 Champions Prospects lead. As Quenneville's line stays out there. Great power play goal there. As there's going to be another penalty coming up against Toronto, it looks like. So just as Champions Prospects scored on the power play, they're going to get another one just 10 seconds after. So it's going to be a slashing call here. So it's going to be a slashing call. Like I said, as the Bulldogs coach is kind of fired up here about all these calls on the Bulldogs side. So in the box, it's going to be, can't quite see here, just wait folks, as Colahoo is going to go in. So power play here for the Champions. Let's see if they can get up 3 as they win that draw cleanly. Back to Kelly. Kelly now with a shot on. Nice save there from Bonello as he steers that one aside. Now back in the corner. Now back up top to Kelly. Now along the wall. Nice little give and go here between Ferguson and Kelly here. Now Kelly plays that one cross ice now to Malay. Plays it to Kelly. He couldn't quite handle that pass, but he keeps it in. Down low now to Ferguson. He walks in. Nice little toe drag move. He plays it on his back end. No one could bang that one home. So now Malay gets that one back. Now try to play a partner pass. That one gets broken up, but still not out. Ferguson keeps in. He walks in. Nice little move on in tight. Shot on, and they score. Quenneville in the same spot as just a couple minutes ago. He gets his second and is now 3-0 Champions Prospects. So Quenneville in the exact same spot as his first goal makes it 3-0 for Champions Prospects. So now Bulldogs go to work here on the forecheck as they dug themselves into a bigger hole here with 5:20 now left to go in this second period. Here is Wilson. Plays that one cross ice. Now Pedersen tries to get that one up ice. He does, and sends it to Richard. Richard, he gets tripped up, and that's going to be another penalty coming up against Toronto. So Toronto having a hard time staying disciplined. Plus ref not letting the boys play here in the second. As Cox is going to go in the box here for the second time this morning. So face-off going to be on the left side here of Bryce Bonello. So Champions Prospects with a chance to get up 4 with 5:05 now left to go in this one. So now here is Kelly. Plays that one back down low. Now Ferguson plays that one cross ice. Nice pass there. Shot on. Nice save from Bonello. So face-off going to be on the left side of Bonello, who's been making big-time stops in this one. As Ferguson going to take the draw once again here for Champions as he wins it back to Malay. Now back down to Quenneville, who has 2 goals in this one. He plays that one back up top to Malay. Now that pass gets broken up. Great play there from Wilson as he sends that one up ice now to Bauer. Bauer on a 1-against-1 against Malay. Bauer driving wide, left side. Bauer shot and scores! You knew it was coming. Bauer has been all over the ice here in this one so far. And he finally puts one by LeMay and makes it within 2, short-handed. Nice individual effort there from Bauer as he roofed that one. High glove side, not much LeMay could do there. As it is now just 3-1 with 4:33 left to go in this second. So a huge goal there for the Bulldogs. So maybe that'll give them some momentum heading into these last couple minutes here on the second period. Here's Beauchamp though, still on the power play here for the Champions for 40 more seconds. He plays that one back up top now to Savoie. Savoie with the blast. That one goes wide. Trying to get a tip in front was Beauchamp. But now here is Haley. Plays that one down low. Now that one gets broken up and sent all the way down the ice. So good kill for the Bulldogs so far. 20 seconds left to go in it. Savoie picks this one up. Plays that one up to his winger. So now that pass gets broken up. Now Bulldogs starting to get their feet moving as there's a big collision there at center ice. So now here is Lee driving wide. Lee getting hooked there by Haley as Bulldogs coach wanted a call but didn't get one. So now Lee tries to keep that puck in. Now Beauchamp sends it back to his defenseman, but he gets it back in the corner. But he coughed it up. Here's Lee now with a shot on. Nice save. Rebound chance, still loose. That one gets steered in the corner. Nice couple of saves there from LeMay. Now there's going to be a penalty coming up against Champions Prospects. As it looks like there is a player down for the Bulldogs. So it looks like it's going to be Haley in the box, the defenseman. So looks like it's going to be an interference call. So 3-1, and now Bulldogs are going to get a power play chance to make it within one. So it looks like he is okay. Can't quite see his number, who was down. So it was Bonello who got hurt there, so hopefully he is okay. 3:14 now left to go in the second period. Face off inside. Champions, and as big chance to make it within one here. This would be something. But now, here is chance now for the Bulldogs as it was Bauer taking the draw. Wiles walks in. Here's a chance. Shot, a nice save there from LeMay. Right off the draw. But now there's going to be a penalty coming up again against Champions. A little bit of a late call, but either way, it's going to be a tripping call against number 86 for Champions with 3:02 now left to go in this second period. It is going to be Malay. So 5-on-3 now for the Bulldogs for at least 1:18 now left to go. Face-off going to be on the right side of LeMay. As Bauer's going to take the draw here for the Bulldogs. Face-off one there by Bauer. Shot on, right off the draw, off the crossbar. Close chance there for Bauer to get his second of the day. So now here is Tay down low. Try to get that one through, but Scott wouldn't let him. Good defensive play there. But now, in the corner, here is Wiles. Wiles walks in, shot on, scores! Toronto Bulldogs make it within one. Scoring that one is going to be the winger, Wiles, who crashed the net hard and made no mistake. It is now 3-2. So great goal there from the winger, Wiles, on the 5-on-3, and now it's just going to be a 5-on-4, obviously. So with 1:09, Bulldogs still on the power play here. So Kelly wins the draw as he's just going to play it safe and get in deep. Good start to the kill on the 5-on-4 here for Champions Prospects. But now Kelly rims that one down low. Now Quenneville, who has 2 goals in this one, tries to chip that one to himself, but couldn't go. So now we come back the other way. Here is Bauer now. Can he get his second of the day and tie things up? Bauer with a shot on. Just wide. Close chance. So now we come back the other way. Here is Quenneville. Quenneville now. Down alongside Mitchell. Shot on. That one just goes wide. Close chance there. Now Savoie keeps it in, but now that puck jumps out. So Pedersen helps out Savoie with support. Sends that one up on the strong side. 1:54 now left to go in this second period. Here comes Wiles, the latest goal scorer for the Bulldogs. He gets tripped up. No call. It is going to be a call. Just a little bit of a late one. So Bulldogs going to go on the 5-on-3 once again here for 9 seconds. And in the box, it's going to be Pedersen for a trip. So another big chance here for the Bulldogs to even things up now. Face-off going to be on the right side of Felix Lemay. So face-off one there by the Bulldogs. Mitchell, he blows the tires, so now we come back the other way. Here's a chance now for Champions Prospects. It's Ferguson, but he couldn't quite get around Stevenson. Great stick there from the D-man. Stevenson has some time. He sends that one cross ice now to Cox. Cox waits for a trailer. He takes a bump, but now still plays that one up to Colahan, but he couldn't quite break free. So now Mitchell want to go for a little skate. The D-man walks in. Nice save there from LeMay. 1:05 now left to go in this one. Face off going to be on the left side here of LeMay. So Bauer going to take the draw here for the Bulldogs. Bauer, he couldn't win that one back, but his winger helps him out. Here is Cox on his backhand now, shot on. Nice glove save there from Felix Lemay. 57 seconds now left to go in the second period. There will be 15 minutes on the clock here in the third. Just a heads up. Face off one there by Champions. Cox keeps it in, however. Now Bauer in the corner. Makes a nice little move. Bauer top of the blue line. Still keeps it in. Look at Bauer go. Here's a shot on. Nice pad save there from Felix Lemay. And now we come back the other way. Here's a chance now excuse me. Here's a shot. A nice save there by, but no, a little bit of a tongue twister that was, as Pervy with that shot. Hopefully I pronounced it right, folks. Sorry if I'm not, but face off going to be on the left side here of Bryce Bonello. So Ferguson going to take the draw for Champions Prospect. So now here is Wiles. He just drops it back to Mitchell, his defenseman. That gets rimmed around the wall to Stevenson. Stevenson now want to go for a little skate. He sends that one cross ice. No one's there, but not enough for icing. So here's Savoie with 13 seconds now left to go, as that one gets rimmed around the wall. Now Mitchell, a good job sending it right back in deep. And that should do it for the second period, but there's going to be a tripping call just before the period expires against Wilson. So power play coming up here for Champions Prospects as we start the third in just a few moments. Theo Yachts with High Bun Sports. We'll be right back. Thanks. Ladies and gentlemen, it all comes down to this third period set to begin here. 3-2 Champions Prospects lead over the Toronto Bulldogs Viola squad here in the 2017 division. What a game this has been, as Champions Prospects were up 3. Quenneville with 2 goals for the Champions, but then Bulldogs made it within 1 in that second period. So the thing about the Bulldogs you need to learn quick is they play right to the final whistle. They don't give up too easily. as this third period should be something. 1:05 left to go in the power play for Champions due to the Wilson trip late in the second. So that one gets sent cross ice. So now here comes Champions Prospects come back the other way. Kelly drops that one back to Ferguson. Ferguson with the blast. That one just goes wide. Close chance there. Now back up top to Savoie. Now down low. Here is Quinneville. Quinneville in the corner. Now battle alongside was Mitchell, but now Savoie keeps it in. Here is Ferguson. He creeps down low. Try to play it back door. Nice play there from the Bulldogs to intercept that chance. But now Kelly blocks that one. Now another chance for Quinneville. He couldn't quite get a shot off. Now Savoie. He gets his shot blocked there by Lee. But another chance in front. Here's a shot on. Nice save. Rebound chance. Another nice save from Bryce Bonello. As there's some pushing and shoving after the whistle. But nothing too serious. So 11 seconds now left to go in the power play. So it looks like it's going to be a penalty coming up here against the Bulldogs, it looks like. So in the box, it's going to be number 17, Lee, for a slash. So 5-on-3 here for Champions Prospects, as the Bulldogs' parents are absolutely furious about that call. And either way, Champions Prospects on the 5-on-3 once again, trying to get up two. So Bulldogs couldn't quite win that draw, so now here's a chance now for Champions. Shot there from Malay. That one goes wide, so now 5-on-4 as Wilson's now out for the Bulldogs. As now, big battle here on the side of the net. That one gets chipped along the wall, but not out. Malay, keeps that puck in. Now back up top here to Malay. D-to-D pass. Here to see Kelly. Kelly with the blast. Nice save. Rebound chance. Great stick there from number 27 on the Bulldogs was Jackson to intercept that chance. But now 2 minutes into this third period. Here's a chance. Back door, and they score! What a pass there from Ferguson. And it is now 4-2. Champions Prospects, and banging that one home was Deserouche. So Deserouche making it 4-2 here. So 12:57 left to go in this one. As the Bulldogs not giving up just yet, as they are now down 2 for the second time this afternoon, but we've seen it before. They can come back as that one's kept in, but now Wiles trying to hit the red line. Now Cox, he trips up as he blows the tire, so now we come back the other way. Here's a chance now for Richard. Richard plays that one back to Martin with a shot. That one gets blocked. So now Mitchell trying to cut up the ice here. That one got broken up, so now here is Scott. He sends it in deep. 12:20 now remaining here in this third period. Now Scott gets that pass back up on the point. Shot on. That one gets blocked there by Mitchell with the glove. Now Beauchamp and Ferguson battle along each other with Mitchell. Now still battling for it. Wiles wins that battle. Now Mitchell gets it back in the corner here. A little bit of back and forth here in this one. And that puck just jumps out. So now here is Scott as he's getting pressured there. As he makes a nice little move. Scott sends that one cross ice now to Martin. But there's going to be a penalty coming up, as there's going to be a too many men call against Toronto. So it's going to be another penalty coming up here against the Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs parents and coaches are heated about that call. So 11:44 left to go in this third period. So in the serving the penalty is going to be Gubb. So another power play here for Champions Prospects. Face-off going to be on the right side of Bryce Barella. Ferguson wins it back to his defenseman. Here's Haley with a blast. That one gets blocked. So now Toronto coming back the other way. Here's a chance now for Bauer to get his second of the day. Bauer, nice save there from Felix Lemay. A beautiful pad save. Bauer getting a lot of good looks. That's his third breakaway of the afternoon. So now we come back. Here is Ferguson now. He walks in. Up on the right side now, has Quenneville behind him. He gets pinned along the wall against Wilson. Now, big battle here in the corner. Here's Brave with a shot. That one hit the linesman. Goes right to Haley and just gonna send that one in deep. Now another chance. That one hits the side of the net. So now back up top now to Savoie. He plays that one down low. Now back up top to Savoie. Nice little give and go there. Here's a shot on. That one goes wide. So now Bauer with a chance to get this puck out. Kept in there by Haley. So now Brave with some time in the corner. 33 seconds left to go as the linesman was way in the way against Brave there. But now here's a chance in the slot. Nice save there from Bonello. Ferguson making a nice little move in the corner. Has some space. Here's a chance in front. Nice save there from Bonello. Highlight reel stop. As now we come back the other way. Here is Bauer now on a 1 against 2. Bauer couldn't quite get around Haley. Great active stick there. But Bauer still holds on to it. Here's a chance now again for Bauer. That one just goes wide. Close chance there for Bulldogs on the penalty kills. We are back to even strength. So now, Breve on a 1 against 3 this time. Here's a shot on. That one just goes wide. So now, here is Jackson with 10 minutes now left to go in the third period. Still lots of time here for the Bulldogs. Jackson with a shot on. Nice save there from LeMay. 9:52 now left to go in this one here, folks. Face-off going to be on the right side of Felix LeMay, as Lee's going to take the draw. As he loses that one against Kelly. That one gets roomed around the wall, but Stevenson doing a good job keeping that puck in. Shot on. That one gets steered aside. Now Pedersen rims it around, kept in once again. So he regroups back in his own zone. Getting pressure there by Wiles. Now Pedersen rims it around the wall. Here to Thrush. Latest goal scorer for Champions Prospects as he sends that one cross ice. So now we try to come back the other way. As Richard couldn't quite get around the last defenseman there. Now here is Kelly. Makes a nice little move. Kelly plays that one back up top to Malay with a blast. That one gets blocked, but here's a shot on for Disrupt. A nice save from Bonello. Great save there from Bryce Bonello as he's been playing absolutely superb for this Bulldog squad. So face-off going to be on the right side of Bonello here. 4-2 with 9:07 now left to go. Or excuse me, left side. So Ferguson going to take the draw here for Champions Prospects as he wins that one back to Savoie. He walks the blue line, shot on. That one just goes off a body. So now Bulldogs send this one out. Ferguson now make a nice little move. He wants to go for a little skate. Ferguson drive wide. Here's a chance. Shot on. Scores his second of the day. Ferguson makes it 5-2. Champions Prospects. Nothing Bryce Bonello could do there. It was a wicked shot there from Ferguson. A great individual effort play. And it is now 5-2 with 8:45 left to go in this third period. So linesman's going to kick the centerman out of the draw here. So it looks like it's going to be Martin taking the draw. A little bit of miscommunication there between the refs. Oh, it's going to be a technical, unsportsmanlike call against one of the wingers here, as he wasn't backing up on the draw when the ref told him to. You don't see that a whole lot, folks. So Beauchamp's going to go in the box for a minute 30 now. Bulldogs going to go on the power play here. So big power play here for the Bulldogs to make it within 2 once again. As now that one gets sent all the way down the ice. So Jackson. Oh, there's a big collision there behind the net. As hopefully he is okay. As looks like he is down there. So in the box, it's gonna be Ferguson, the latest goal there. So we're gonna take a short break here until that player is okay. Hey folks, so looks like one of the Bulldogs players is still down, getting some help here from the trainers and coaches. So we're still going to take a short break. I just want to keep you guys updated. Is he still on the ice there? Thanks. Okay, folks, so it looks like player is okay as he's getting up with some assistance there from the coach. So it looked like his back area he was favoring. So it was number 27 there on the Bulldogs. Hopefully he is okay. It's Jackson, the D-man. So hopefully he is all right. Obviously, I'll keep you guys updated. So he's just going to go back in the dressing room, getting some help there from the coaches. So hopefully he is okay. So it's going to be a 5-on-3 here for Toronto Bulldogs, as Beauchamp got the first penalty, and then Ferguson from that got a penalty on that hit on Jackson there. As looks like we are all settled. 8:25 now left to go in this third period. 5-on-3 here for the Bulldogs as that sends out. So here is Mitchell now with some time. Sends that one cross ice now to Bauer. Bauer now trying to get a shot off. That one got broken up there by Quenneville, and that one gets sent all the way down the ice. So 8 minutes now down left to go here in this third period. Here is Stevenson. Plays that one cross ice now to Wiles. Wiles now trying to drive wide against Kelly. Wiles opens up. Oh, a nice chance there, but even better save from Felix Lemay as that one gets sent all the way down the ice. So, Bulldogs with some time once again. Here is Mitchell now. Mitchell sends that one in deep, and now Bulldogs go to work here on the forecheck. Bauer's still out there. Now Lee picks that pass off. He chips that one to himself. Lee trying to play that one in front. That one gets blocked. Now another chance in front. That one got broken up. So now Patterson, he tried to get that one out. Couldn't do so. So now 5-on-4 now. As Beauchamp back out there, he collects it as he was just in the box. 6 seconds now left to go till the 5-on-4 expires. Beauchamp now creeps in, try to get a shot off, couldn't go. Good defensive play there from the Bulldogs. So we are back to even strength there, ladies and gentlemen, as that one gets sent right back in deep. Here is Mitchell now. Plays that one back to Bauer. He wants to go for a little skate once again on a 1-against-4. Bauer driving in, try to split the D there as that one goes wide as he ran out of real estate. So now here is Ferguson on a partial 2-on-1. Ferguson plays that one up on the left side, but too far. So Richard couldn't quite handle that one. 6:23 now left to go as Richard does a good job keeping that puck in. Now Beauchamp has Ferguson to the right of him. Beauchamp to Ferguson, but he couldn't quite handle that pass. So now Savoie sends that one back down low to Ferguson, now in the slot. Now a little bit of give and go action as Ferguson again couldn't quite finish that. So that one gets rimmed around the wall. Here is Cox now. Big collision there along the wall. Now Haley with a blast on the point. That one just goes wide. Close chance there from the D-man. Now Ferguson plays that up to Savoie. Savoie now back down low. Now Ferguson try to play it in front. Nice stick there from Wilson to steer that one on the outside. Now Haley again with a good pinch to keep that puck in. So here's a chance now for Beauchamp. That one just goes wide. Great couple shifts here from... There's a big hit there, and not sure how that's not a penalty there. It looks like he got shook up. But either way, hopefully Beauchamp's is okay, as he definitely got the worst of that one. So now here's a partial 2-on-1 again, as that one got broken up. So now 5:10 left to go, but now here's a shot. Oh, nice save there from Bonello. Bryce Bonello with another wicked save in this one. So now we come back the other way. Here is Cox. Now another chance up on the left side. That one gets broken up. So now here is Wilson. Plays that one up to Colahone. Getting pinned along the wall at the blue line as there's some pushing and shoving behind us here. But now it looks like there's going to be both these guys are going to go. So Malay and Dolahun going to go in the box. So it's still going to stay 5-on-5 with 4:41 left to go. Both in for roughing. So face off. Going to be outside the Bulldogs end here. So Kelly's line back out for Champions Prospects as he wins that draw against to Pedersen, against Lee. But now that one gets sent up ice. Here comes Champions Prospects, try to send that one up ice. So is Martin. Now Mitchell. Now that one gets broken up there by Scott, and he sends that one cross ice. Now Miles trying to get up ice, and there's going to be a penalty coming up here against Champions Prospects. As another tripping call. So, ref not letting the boys play in this third period. As in the box, it's going to be the centerman Kelly for a trip. So Bulldogs on the power play here for another time. Face-off going to be on the left side here of Felix Lemay. Bauer going to take the draw here for the Bulldogs. Just try to win that one forward. So he's getting pinned along the wall against Scott. 4 minutes now left to go. Here is Tay. Plays that one back. Try to get that one in front. Now Stevenson plays that one down low. Now here's Bauer. Bauer. Now another chance in front. That one's saved. Another chance. Still loose. Nice save there from Felix Lemay. Now back up on the point. Nice D-to-D pass to see Mitchell with the shot. That one's tipped out of midair. Nice little play there from Taze. It's going to be a high sticking call, but it didn't seem like that was above his shoulder. But either way, 3:35 now left to go in this third period. So face-off going to be outside Champions End. 57 seconds left to go in the power play here for the Bulldogs. As Bauer wins that one forward, here's a chance. Couldn't quite get a shot off as that one's blocked there by Haley. But Haley keeps him on the outside as that one goes out of play there. So another whistle going to be inside Champions Prospects End. So Bauer's line stays out there. Bauer try to play that one through, but that one gets broken up, so that one gets sent all the way down. So Bonella plays that one to Stevenson as he gets tripped up, and that's going to be a penalty coming up here once again here against Champions Prospects for a trip. So 5-on-3 for 29 seconds. And in the box, it's going to be Richard. So big chance now for the Bulldogs to make it within 2. So Bauer back out there for the Bulldogs. He wins that one forward. He gets tripped up there, no call. Now back in the corner. Ferguson trying to find it. Now Mitchell with a good pinch. Keep that puck in. Mitchell, very noticeable here for the Bulldogs. Makes a nice pass in front. Wiles couldn't quite bang that one home. Wiles gets it back behind the net. Battle alongside Pedersen. 2:43 now left to go. Here is Lee now. Battle alongside Pedersen. Now Wiles trying to help him out. Now 5-on-4 for 56 seconds as Kelly is back out there. Now Ferguson sends that one all the way down the ice. So good kill so far for the boys in blue. As now the Bulldogs looking to get up ice. Nice cross ice feed, but a little too much mustard on that pass. So Kelly has a chance to pick it up, but battle alongside Bauer. He wins it. Bauer walks in, top of the slot now. Patience there from Bauer as that one just goes wide. Now Stevenson does a good job keeping that puck in. Sent back down low. Now Stevenson gets along the bring-out line. He sends it in deep once again. Now here's another chance for Wiles. He couldn't bang that one home. 1:50 now left to go. And that's sent all the way down the ice. So Bonello comes out to play it, and there's going to be a penalty coming up here. It's going to be an interference call against the Bulldogs. So 1:39 left to go, and Bulldogs now going to go in the penalty. So we're going to see 4-on-4 for 2 seconds. And then Champions Prospects going to go on the power play. So So face-off going to be on the right side of Bonello. Face-off one there by Champions, as they're just going to play it safe and get in deep. Now Bulldogs, room around the wall, still kept in. Now here is Beauchamp in the corner. Beauchamp looking for his options, going to go around the net here. Still holds on to it. Beauchamp plays that one up on the left side. Shot on ice, save there from Bonello. Another chance here for Richard as that one hit a body in front. Now, here is Beauchamp again. That one just goes wide. So close little chance there for Champions Prospects. But now, nice D-to-D pass. Here's Haley with a shot. Tip just goes wide. Less than a minute to go here. And sorry, folks, for the camera work, because there's a big battle there in the corner. Here's a chance in front. They score! Beauchamp with another one. And it is now 6-2 with 46 seconds left to go. Nice goal there from Beauchamp as he got tripped up. Still managed to put one behind the net of Bonello. So 46 seconds left to go. So face-off one there by Champions Prospects, and they're just going to play it safe and waste as much time as possible here. Less than 40 seconds remaining. Champions Prospects from Dieppe and Moncton looking to get their first win here at the Meltdown. As now here is Quenneville with a shot on that one, just goes wide. Now big foul behind the net. Now Stevenson tries to look up ice, and that one's kept in there by Malay. Now Tay does a good job getting out, but Malay gets it right back and sent in deep. So folks, that should pretty much do it. Here's the last chance though. Here's a shot on and they score. Malay with 5 seconds left makes it 7-2. And great goal there from the D-man. It is now 7-2 Champions Prospects. So clock is just gonna run here, and that will do it. The Champions Prospects win this one 7-2 over the Toronto Bulldogs. Theo Yatcher with Hot Bun Sports. We will see you next time. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and have a great Friday. Thanks, guys.